Welcome to the basics of Adobe After Effects. To start this off, search up Adobe Creative Cloud download on your browser, and then press the first link, and then press Download Creative Cloud. This will initiate a download. This download will be automatic for Windows or Mac. So if you're on Mac, it'll automatically download the Mac version, and if you're on Windows, it'll automatically download the Windows version. After the Adobe Creative Cloud application fully installed, you should see a page that looks like this. To install Adobe After Effects, go to the apps icon. Once you're in the apps icon, you can then find Adobe After Effects and press install. Since I already have the Adobe After Effects application installed, I don't need to install it. While you're on this page, you'll need to install 2 more applications. These applications are crucial to having a perfect video in CNC. This tutorial will only be covering one of those applications, which is Adobe After Effects, but you can go ahead and download Adobe Premiere Pro if you haven't already, and download Adobe Photoshop. After you've opened Adobe After Effects, this is what the page should look like. To create a new project, press the Create New Project icon at the top. It'll open up this page. This page is your workspace. This is where everything you do in After Effects happens. Before we start learning an advanced effect, let's go over the basics of Adobe After Effects. A composition is basically where your videos are stored, where you add effects, and change stuff in your video. To create a new composition, you can either drag the footage that you have uploaded into Adobe After Effects over this little box. There are 2 terms you need to know in Adobe After Effects, and pretty much in every editing software in existence. These 2 terms are frame rate and resolution. As you can see, when you go over here above my clip over here, where it says when you go to the left corner of Adobe After Effects and you find your composition, it'll say frame rate. It says 29.97, which rounds to 30. This number is important because it describes the smoothness of your video. So if your frame rate is low, your video will be more stuttery. But if your frame rate is high, your video will be less stuttery. The next thing you need to know is resolution. Resolution is like the pixel count in your video. This determines how blurry your video is, how crisp your video is, and basically the whole resolution count of your video. Something you need to know about resolution is the aspect ratio. The aspect ratio that we'll use at CNC is mostly 16:9, but there are other aspect ratios like 16:10, 18:10, 4:3, and 10:3. These aspect ratios basically describe how your image looks like. Like for example, 16:9, it will look like this, a nice crispy rectangle that you normally see on pretty much every YouTube video. All you need to know about your clip. Now let's get into more about After Effects. When you first load into After Effects, you'd usually be on this option called Learn. This Learn option will help you learn how to use Adobe After Effects by putting this panel up that has tutorials and some resources that you can use. You can go ahead and go to the top right corner and press the default button. The default button will optimize Adobe After Effects for workflow. There are 3 panels that you need to have open in Adobe After Effects: the tracker panel, the content aware fill, and the effects panel. You can find them in the right side of Adobe After Effects. Tracker, content aware fill. You can go to the top of the menu bar, press window, and press on tracker, content aware fill, and effects and presets. This will pop up in these panels that you can use. Now let's get to editing. Let's say you have a clip that you need to edit, like this one. Maybe this clip is using a green screen, and you want to remove the greens from the clip. That's super easy to do. First, go to the Effects and Presets panel, and search up Key Light. And then go to the keying option over here, and drag Key Light 1.2 on to your clip. This will open a panel on the left side of Adobe After Effects. This will let you click Screen Color and to select the green. But before you select the greens, make sure to hold on the Command key. But if you're on Windows, you would want to hold down the Control key. What this will do is tell Adobe After Effects to take a bigger sample of the color, so more of the greens get removed. But let's say you want to put something below the greens. to make it seem like you're walking, below a city or something. You can go down to your dock and press Finder. If you're on Windows, you want to open File Explorer, and you can simply drag the photo that you want to use onto the project panel. If you don't see the project panel, make sure to go to the left of Adobe After Effects and press Project. And now simply drag and drop the file onto Adobe After Effects. Once you see this photo, you can drag it below the clip on your timeline. Now if you zoom to clip, it looks like you're walking above a city skyline. This can vary between a bunch of different scenes. For example, you're doing a news report and you have a green screen behind you. And sometimes maybe you want to put yourself in a forest or, or underwater or near wildfires to really bring out the fact of what you're talking about. That's an example of what you can use green screen for. Great job, you've made it. You've made it through the basics of Adobe After Effects. Since Adobe After Effects isn't really a full editing software, you don't really need to know much on the basic side. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to move on to more advanced effects and you want to know how to fully master Adobe After Effects, I recommend checking out this channel on YouTube. It's called After Effects Basics. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and peace out.